Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It is 2,000 points and a classic matchup here. A combo for a game which we haven't played for years. I think we haven't played this one since the old Imperial Fist army was moved on. So we haven't seen the combination of the Primaris Imperial Fists here against the Red Tyranids. So we're going to play a friendly game here, a practice battle, take a little bit of a break from the league. There's excellent progress on the league so far. So a chance now just for a practice game here between the Imperial Fists and the Red Tyranids, which is Hive Fleet Diablo. So Red Tyranids in action, into the league as well, which they haven't been in the league for a good long time, so it's good to see them back here as well. For bonus content, do join us on YouTube channel membership. I'm increasing the number of battle reports on membership. You can join us on the Discord as well. If you go to the higher tiers, you can join us on the WhatsApp groups, join us for events and so on. And it means you can help support the channel, and then as a reward we can give you those perks and unlock the bonus content that we have. And we're increasing the battle reports, so making membership more tasty. Link below, or you can go to channel homepage and hit the join button. And as always, a massive thank you to everyone that supports us on the channel. We're only able to keep the channel going through the support that we get from fans such as yourselves. So for the Tyranids, it's Invasion Fleet for them, 2,000 points. Running the Swarmlord across here. He'll be the Warlord here in this game. A Norn Assimilator. It's the one without the Invuln, but better in close combat. 2 Carnifexes across here, boasting the Crushing Claws and the heavy Venom Cannons being taken for those. That's a brood of 2. We have a Tervigon. A Morlock is in the list. 2 Tyrannifexes with Rupture Cannons for firepower support. That's Magnetron here in this game, and then the New Jersey Devil here as well. It's the one that's been adopted by Ray Cross. Then we have 1 Lictor sneaking into the list as well. 2 squads of 3 Raveners. I've given them the armor upgrade for those as opposed to the shooting option. And then for Gaunts, 2 squads of 20, 1 squad of 10. And then for those, there's 2 Stranglewebs in each of the 20-man squads, and then 1 Strangleweb in the 10-man squad. So that's the list here for the Tyranids. We have a commander. It's one of the Phoenix Lords. It's one of the perks. We allocate you to one of the commanders in our games. So it's Darth Windu. He's going to be on the Swarmlord here for this game, so you can follow him around to see how he gets on. And then one of the Autarchs on the channel will be a sub-commander, and that will be on to the Tervigon in this battle, a crucial unit, and that's going to be Jason Cook, one of our Autarchs. And then a bit of an announcement and update for gold level Patreons. We had gone on to a limitation with that for the Patronic dice. It was 5 per side. We reckon we can cope with all of the dice. So swinging back again to all of the gold level Patreons being used in all of our games. But to save time, instead of us going to the sheet and then looking to see, picking which one, Mike's trying to read upside down and so on, which I think slows things down a little bit. We've pre-allocated the Patronic dice. We've got 10 each this time around, and so they're easy to grab. They're already allocated and we can see where they are and reckon we can work through those no problem during the game. And it's just an acknowledgement to the support that we get on Patreon. So we have, for the Tyranids, Mitch Nutkeefer, Rob, Nate Miller, Carl Roden, the near side, Chris Comiskey, Dave Humphries, Midnight Miniatures, Sparks, Darth Windu, and Connor Collins. They will be fighting on my side here in this game, and I'll call upon their dice at some critical point during the battle. That is the list for the Tyranids. We'll take a look at the Imperial Fists next. Alright, so 2,000 points of Imperial Fists. We've chosen not to go for a league game with this one. These are on my painting desk at the moment. I've been working my way through the Imperial Fists, getting them finished off. It's most of an army, but they do need a couple of extra units, and there's some units to finish off as well. So have been making progress. Things like getting transfers done. So the Brutalis Dreadnought, I've got the transfers done on that. It just makes such a difference to the model. Beautiful model. And in the final list, there is a second one of these. Planning to run 2 Brutalis Dreadnoughts as a sort of nice fist kind of theme here for the army. As you can see, there is a Tech Marine there that needs to be finished off. So there's a few things that need to be resolved. I've been working on these, so one of them was finished, but it had the auto cannon option, so I've taken those off, been painting up the las cannon option, and then there's a second one here. He's half done as well, so I've been working on those. So it's not really fair to continue on with the league here for the fist. I want to get the final list finished for them. and then they can carry on with their league campaign. But it'd be great to practice with the Fists, and then to go against a classic foe here, against Hive Fleet Diablo. So Mike Walker in command. It's the Anvil Siege Force is the detachment being taken. Running 2 captains in Gravis armor, so 1 and 2, 1 for shooting, 1 for close combat. Captain Parmenion, this one here, with the Fist and the Relic Chainsword, and he has taken Indomitable Fury, so it's the ability to get back up on a 2+. And there's a second Gravis captain there. The idea is that he goes with the Heavy Intercessors, so a squad of 10 of those, 2 Heavy Bolters in that squad. 2 squads of 5 Intercessors. I've split the squad of 10 down to 2 smaller units. Running a Lieutenant across here with Power Fist and Plasma Pistol. As the Hammerfall Bunker is in, just with the Imperial Fists siege kind of theme. Then squad of 2 for the Fire Strike Servo Turrets. They're running the last cannon option for each of them. Then for Dreadnoughts, a Brutalis Dreadnought. Then a Redemptor Dreadnought, taking the Macroplasma Incinerator. Then we have Bikers, so Outriders, squad of 3. There's an ATV with Multi-Melter being added to them, and then taking a Chaplain as well. He'll join that squad and go with those. Then finally we have Eradicators, a squad of 6. There's 2 Multi-Melters and the rest equipped with Melter Rifles. And then finally we have a Tech Marine, and then borrowed from the Red Scorpions, another Redemptor Dreadnought. But the idea of the final list is that he drops out, and then a second Brutalis Dreadnought being taken, and there's quite a difference in points, so free up small points for different things here for this list. But we're part of the way there, making progress with the Imperial Fist, determined to finish them off, get this Space Marine chapter done, and who knows, maybe I can move on to the brand new Blood Angels army. So that is the list for the Imperial Fists. Commander and Sub-Commander have been allocated. So for the Fists, the Commander will be Captain Parmenion, and in this game it's going to go to one of our Phoenix Lords, Michael Friard, a diehard Space Marine player. So he is in command. You can follow his model around to see how he gets on. And then Sub-Commander will be the second Gravis Captain across here, and that's going to be one of our Autarchs. That's Valen Alsorna. So he'll be in charge of him in this game. And then for the gold level Patreons, I've picked out 10 here, which Mike can use. When you join us on gold level Patreon, we ask you for your faction allegiances, and then we try and match you up as close as possible, depending on the game that's going on. So the names are here, and there's all their different allegiances as well. So Imperial players, mostly Blood Angels Ryan, Longbow BB, Plumhammer, Ray Cross, Michael German, Sam Hermes, Martin Vagabond, Nicholas Lucas, Michael Fry also supports us on gold level Patreon, and then Chris Heim as well. So that's the gold level Patreons allocated here, ready for this game. Mike can call upon them at some critical point during the battle. So that's the list here for the Imperial Fists. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. So we have a scenario. It is Linchpin is the primary mission, Fog of War for the mission rule, and then Crucible of Battle for deployment. So deployment's looking something like this, just fighting diagonally. So it's already marked out for us here on these maps, but we have put the dice here. So orange dice running through the deployment zone for the Tyranids on the left-hand side, and then across in the other corner is the deployment zone for the Imperial Fists. 5 objectives on the board. Home objective here, which is going to be crucial in this battle. This one for the Tyranids, and then Mike's is just nestled in amongst the jungle across there on that terrain piece. And then 3 more objectives in no man's land. 1 here, 1 dead center, and then the other one's just across the other side over there. For Fog of War, you can't use core stratagems except the new Orders stratagem on turn 1, and units get the benefit of cover as well. And then for Linchpin, it revolves around the control of your home objective this time around. So turn 2 onwards, if you don't control your home objective, you get 3 points for each other objective that you control. If you do control your home objective, you get 3 points for that, and then 5 points for each other objective that you control on the board. So it really is the linchpin. It really is crucial that you hold on to your home objective in this game. Imperial Fists will be up for that. They'll build their castle, and then the Tyranids will seek to smash in if they can. But having said that, I suppose Imperial Fists are happy enough to take the fight to the enemy as well. Control of the middle of the board, as usual, very important here. Both of us are going to go for the random draw for secondaries. And then for terrain, quite straightforward. We're going to play these 3 pieces here as obscuring terrain. We'll just go by the hard edge. And then we'll go by the hard edge for these pieces here as obscuring as well. So not the soft stuff around here, but just going by the hard edge of the actual terrain piece and as obscuring as well. And there's some boxes and barricades spread out across the board as well. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from gamemat.eu, 60 by 44 inches in size, so perfect for regular games of 10th edition 40k. It's actually a double-sided battle mat, so there's another design on the other side. So it's the Nexus, Chem Zone and Lost World design. So it comes with the Nexus markings, so perfect for the Nexus missions, gives you all of the inch markings running around the edge, and all the deployment zones for you as well, so all nicely marked out at the start of the game, and then also useful during the game for things like secondaries as well. So the battle mat, then also using the pre-painted Rocky base set from gamemat.eu as well. So you can check them out for pre-painted terrain. Battle mats in all shapes and sizes available from them as well. In the link below, there's also a discount code for 11% off that you can use across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. Alright, so deployment's done. Table's looking quite full here, and I like the idea. I like the combo for this one here with the yellow taking on the red. So Tyranids over here, monsters all side by side, lined up and ready to go. Non-assimilator on the right hand side. The brood of Carnifex is next to it. Usually split these, but they've gone together at here. So the 2 Tyrannifexes, the New Jersey Devil, and then Magnetron himself just next to him. Tervigon. Setting up here as the base for our home objective. Big squad of Gaunts, squad of 10 at the back, and then squad of 20 on the left-hand side. And then the last few models to be placed, sneaking onto the board, trying to catch a blind side here against the Imperial Fists. It is the Swarm Lord on the left, and then just ahead of him, hiding and watching the left-hand objective, is the Lone Lictor. And then in reserves for us is Deep Striking in, 1 Morlock, and then 2 squads of 3 Raveners. So that's deployment done for the Tyranids. We'll take a look at the Imperial Fists next. So Imperial Fists, a small squad of intercessors here, joined by the Lieutenant on the extreme right-hand side. They've got a way they can move through here towards that objective. The bunker's gone here, just with the best field of fire. Supporting that is the servo turrets with their laser cannons deployed at the front here. Mike's pushed them further up to get an increased range 24 for Overwatch, as and when Tyranid monsters come through. Wary of rupture cannons, 1 Dreadnought here. Intercessors at the back. Bear in mind, Tyranids do have a number of deep striking units. Then the heavy intercessors have been joined by the second in command captain. They're just here. And then to their left is the bikers, joined by the chaplain. And then, almost like they've been ostracised by their Imperial Fist brethren, the Red Scorpion Dreadnoughts on the extreme left-hand side, and that has been joined by the Tech Marine. In reserves for the Imperial Fists is the Brutalis Dreadnought. This is Mike's usual manoeuvre of this one, keeping that as a threat off board. And then the Eradicator is another very dangerous threat as well. They've been joined by Captain Parmenion himself. So those 2 potent units held off the board for now. Alright, so we're ready to go. As we'll roll up to see who goes first. I wouldn't mind going first. Any preference this time, Mike?
Probably second.
Okay. I'm going to go for a bit of patronic help for this one. Connor Collins, Tau player. No. I'll just save him for firepower later. Oh boy, right, 6. We go first. Tyranids to take the first turn. Experimental battle this one. Test for the Imperial Fists. Can they flush out the Tyranids from some quite dense terrain? Can the Tyranids get through the toughness and durability of the Imperial Fists? Could we even break through to their deployment zone, their objective? We'll have to see. Turn 1 for the Tyranids coming up next. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Tyranids. They're about to make their move. Secondaries have been drawn, cleanse and marked for death. We checked that one. It is applicable on turn 1. So we've gone ahead with that. Mike has chosen the Tech Marine across here as marked for death. So Mike's chosen the Tech Marine, the Dreadnought there at the back, the Redemptor. And what was the third one?
The Intercessors at the back here.
Oh, the one's tucked right at the back. Okay, so those units are pretty much safe here this turn. So that's those. That's that secondary. Cleanse is the other one. We have elected to put his ability onto this objective. So if the assimilator can reach it, he will gain OC of 15 and a 5-up Feel No Pain. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to go on to our move. For discount 40k, I'm going to shout out Gaming Figures, the channel sponsors here. So do check them out for discount Warhammer. Other gaming systems and accessories available from them. Link for them in the video description below. And then for painting commission work, it is Art W Studio. Link for them again in the video description below. They do some great work with their painting commissions, and you can get in touch with them for your own painting commission work. We're going to move here for the Tyranids. All right, so we're going after Cleanse with the Lictories. Move around onto that objective. Swarmlords move forwards. Gaunts have gone 8 in total, just falling short of that objective, but the Lictor's on it anyway. These rolled a 5, so gone 11 and have moved around onto that central objective. These two have pushed forward. So it talks about Overwatch. Can't do it on turn 1 because of Fog of War blocking the standard, the core stratagems. So these two moving through the fog, nice bit of narrative here, but the two Tyrannofexes pushing forwards, getting ready to lay down some firepower in that direction. Non-assimilators move round. Regular move 8 inches here with the Carnifex Brood as well, heading off towards that objective, not quite reaching it. And then Tervigons pushing through across here, and the smaller squads emerged to go on the home objective. Pretty much the whole Tyranid force has pushed forwards. We're going to their shooting phase next. Alright, so we'll kick off with Magnetron, and we will go into the servo turrets. It's the obvious choice. We'll go into them. 2 shots. We'll go to Connor Collins for this firepower, and we moved, so we're looking at 3s. One's hit for sure, the other one's missed. Core stratagems, no command rerolls being used either. We're then looking at, I think, a 2 to wound, and it does wound. Alright, Mike does have cover, so -4.
So
5 up, yeah, 5 up save. Mike can stop this.
He does.
And he does. God, Imperial Fists toughness kicking in. Stinger salvo, we'll do that. 3s. Yep, all hit. One of those was a lethal. It's lethals against vehicles and monsters for us. It's the ability we've chosen. Trying to wound here. So 2 wounds come through in total. 2 up saves.
Yep.
And both passed. Okay, I'm just going to rinse and repeat with the same with the New Jersey Devil here, Ray Cross's model. So 2 shots needing 3s. And we'll turn to Sparks for this one. Eldar player. 6 and 1. Lethal.
Yep.
Go straight through. Oof.
Another 5 up.
Yeah, another 5+ to block.
Cool.
Not this time. No command reroll. Target destroyed. One of those guns will be pulverized. D6 +6 damage. That one goes. Okay. Mike has permission to swap them over.
Yep.
The painted one for the half painted. If he wants to, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay. I suppose we can just carry on with the Stinger Salvo. Another lethal. And another 2 wounds. 3 wounds in total. Just checking, what's your toughness?
6.
Yeah, another wound then. Strength 5.
Yep, so 1.
All good, yeah, just 1 wound comes through. Alright, not too bad. Could have been better. Rupture cannons have fired and have taken out one of the turrets. Gaunts are going to fire. The weapons are all assault. 6 flesh borers. Need 4s. And no wounds. And then at the front there we have our 2 strangle webs. So it's 2d6 auto hits. Terrible, could have been better. 3. And then devastating wounds on 6s. Weird. We get 2. So 2 devastating wounds come through. Okay, nice contribution there from the gaunts. Moving along, Carnifexes, as they're going to go into the heavy intercessors with their firepower. So we'll go to the near side for this one, and it's going to be 2d3 shots with blast is going to give us +2 each, so 2d3 plus 4 shots. Nice. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 9 shots in total with these. Need 4s. It's not bad. Needing 3s. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. 5 wounds come through. Good shooting from the Carnifexes. They just made a regular move. They didn't advance. AP -2. You do have cover, so it's -1. And 4 ups. Yeah, damage 3 each time. And 3 will make it through. Okay, so 3 of those models slain. Not too bad there from the Carnifexes. And that's firepower finished. No charges. Tyranids of Surge, they've got to here, but there's no targets for us to go after. We have finished off the turns. Points coming through. 2 points for cleanse, thanks to the lictor across the other side. We've dumped marked for death, and have traded that in for an extra CP coming through. End of turn 1 here for the Tyranids. A pretty good start for them. We'll see how the Imperial Fists respond to this chitinous horde heading towards them. We're going to turn 1 for the Imperial Fists next. Alright, so turn 1 here for the Imperial Fists. Overwhelming Force and Cleanse is the 2 cards in play. So Cleanse is what I had. That's getting into or onto objectives and performing actions to pick up points. And then Overwhelming Force is destroying enemy units on objectives, which Mike now has a number of options that you can go for that. So not retreating. Surging forwards in some areas, holding the line in other parts of the board. So holding here. Intercessors with their lieutenant moving through. Spreading out, watching out at the back here for Tyranid Deep Strikers. Heavy Intercessors peeling to their right to lay down firepower in this direction. Redemptor Dreadnought is here. It does have shots heading off towards the Carnifexes. Then the surge here is from the Bikers. They've got themselves in range of this objective. Pushing forwards. That's a regular move. Just darting. Yeah, no, nice and quick. So they've gone through to their potential charge. Firepower to come from them. And then to support them, the second Dreadnoughts move round, blessed by the Tech Marine. So Imperial Fists going for some pressure to be applied on the Tyranid right-hand side. Movement done. Shooting phase for the Space Marines next. So I'm going to kick off the shooting with the Intercessors across the other side, the ones with the Lieutenant. They're going to offload their firepower into these gaunts down here. Into the front line of Tyranid models coming forwards.
Yep, so 3s, 6s are lethal.
Yeah, with the Lieutenant. Oath of Moment, I was going to ask where that is gone. It's here, I can see it, it's just tucked in there. So Oath of Moment on Magnetron. He is quite an attractive target. Sorry.
Just the red. And then
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Plus the 2 lethals.
At the end, yeah, fine.
13.
14.
13, sorry.
13.
13,
yeah. 5s for saves. Ooh, casualties running quite high. There is rapid regeneration, which I could have played. That would have helped out. Taking 8 casualties would have blocked a couple. I'm saving it for other things. But 8 casualties taken from that squad. It's almost half of them brought down. Good shooting, good marksmanship there from the Intercessors. Alright, so casualties removed. Done them from the back, keeping the models on the objective for now, at least. Alright, now we play rapid regeneration. I was wondering where they would go. The heavy Intercessors, all their firepower is going to go into the same squad. So I need to try and protect these models now, if possible.
So the heavy bolter, this is hitting on 4s.
Yeah, 2 lots of them.
Sustain hits 1.
3 hits.
Just 3 hits, yep. No sustained.
3s to
3s to
wound.
wound. No.
1 comes through. They're going to try and save it first, which we don't.
2 damage.
And 2 damage, which we'll try and feel no pain, which we do. Kicks in. Rapid regeneration blocks. Then single shots come through. Just double check to the update. They're damage 2. Regular heavy bolt rifles are now damage 2. It's going to make our Feel No Pain a lot more difficult.
Yep, so 3s. And then 3s again.
3s again.
Only the 4.
Try and block these. Block 3. That's insane. Xenos dice are alive again. And then Feel No Pain. Almost. Okay, we lost one more. I'll take from the front this time. There he goes. Okay, nearly half the squad destroyed. But fair way to go. There's 11 of them left. Right, so now we switch to the Red Scorpion's Dreadnought. It's been blessed. It's going to offload all of its firepower, not into these because of the danger of the surge move. It's going to go into the Tyranids here, Magnetron.
Yeah.
Who has Oath of Moment on him. Chris Home. Now Mike switches to Patronic Help.
So we'll do the D6 plus 1 first.
Okay. Ah, the dreaded one.
And I can't command reroll because it's still
No. At least it's forcing us to save.
2s.
Come on,
Reroll. 2 hits.
2 hits. 5 to wound becomes 4s with your Oath of Moment.
Overcharged as well, yeah. So 1.
1 comes through.
-4 comes -3.
5 ups. I'll use the tray. Ah, no, I can't command reroll. So whatever it is.
Flat 3.
Straight 3. Okay. So drop it down to 13 wounds left. These both have an ability to negate damage. We're holding off for now, waiting for more tasty things like laser cannons and so on coming through. The rest of the firepower coming from the Dreadnought. The only thing out of range is the Fragstorm grenade launcher, which Mike won't fire.
Gatling cannon.
Yeah.
2s.
2s, yeah, because we've been blessed. Nice.
Rerolling. Nope. Oh, that one already needs rerolled. Nope.
Because of Oath. I was trying to figure out how I was doing it. Yeah, because of Oath for a moment. Nice. 5s to wound, I think, with a +1.
Yeah, we're looking for the 6s though. We get 1 dev and then 1 normal save.
Blocked
No
that.
AP, yeah.
No AP, yeah. Alright, so another wound comes through. Dropping down to 12 wounds left. Every wound counts, yeah. There's that D3 shot.
Maker's rocket pod, yep.
Rocket pod, yeah.
For 3.
3 shots.
Hitting on 2s.
2 hits in the reroll.
Nope. That is 3 1s I've rolled back into 1s. Strength 8. Sorry, is it strength 8?
5s becomes 4s. Yep.
No.
Okay. Again, Mike avoiding these for now. Doesn't want them making a surge move. She's going to split fire with these. Back 2 bikers going into the simulator. And the rest can see around the corner just about onto Magnetron to put their shots into that. Including the multi-melter on the ATV.
So I'll do the 2 backpacks first into the
simulator, yeah. 3s.
Yeah, so 3s. 2 hits. And then needing 6s.
Yeah, 6s to win.
No.
Okay.
I'll just take that out of the way. 1, 2, and the ATV, yeah. So this will be the bolt rifles.
Yeah, the Daka shots. Mike selected the devastating wound ability to go into the turn effects.
Missed the wound, sorry, I forgot to say they were twin linked.
Oh, yes.
Which
You've got one. Passed.
Right. So I'll do the bolt rifles first. 3s. Reroll on these.
Again, that's for Oath.
Yeah.
5s to wound.
5 to wound. We want 6s for the dev. We've got 1.
Nice.
Oh, rerollable, sorry, yeah.
Got another 2. Oh, 3 devastating wounds. Nice. Dropping down to 9. Good work from the chaplain.
Now the multi-melter. Hit on 3s. We're rolling for Oath.
Nearly.
Missed.
4s, I reckon.
Strength 9. 5's the 4's hit.
No, nothing you can do about it. No command reroll again available. Okay, turn effects to Magnetron down to 9 wounds left. Right, danger moment then. So the turret tip, I'm sure Mike wishes he had both of them, but just the one of them left. Just going to go into Magnetron. 9 wounds remain. 2 shots.
Needing twos.
2s.
Reroll.
Oh, for the moment.
Yep.
2 hits.
Alright, this is strength 10.
5 to win becomes 4s.
4s.
Twin linked as well, right?
Yeah.
Twin linked.
Yep.
Both go through. I'll negate 1 with my ability. Just take away the marker. That could be what saves us, yeah. -3, right? Gaining cover. So down to 4 ups. My gut's telling me to use Carl Roden. No! Guts is wrong.
It's okay. I still have to roll a d6.
Come on, reroll with Carl Roden. Even worse. Oh no. Okay, go ahead.
d6 plus 1.
Oh, it tated on a 6.
3.
3 wounds, dropping down to 6 wounds left. It's nearly got him. Not too bad. Magnetron's still alive. Taken, 10 wounds out of 16 wounds. So good shooting, but the monster still lives. I wonder if I've hit a bracket yet. Close enough. Almost, yeah. It's 1 to 5 wounds left. It's -1 to hit roll, so almost in a bracket.
Weapons, equipment models in this unit have sustained hits 1.
This is the
If
bunker.
the unit remains stationary until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, a successful unmodified hit roll of a 5 scores a critical.
And this is from the bunker. Ooh. Come on, bunker.
Yep, 1 up depth is the start of each unit. It doesn't say infantry.
Yeah, fine. Yep.
So I'm going to pay the 1 CP for that now.
Interesting. And have you got a bunker buddy?
Yeah.
Pick a friend.
Plum hammer, where'd he go there?
Plum hammer.
Yep. For the plum shot that he's going to throw into it.
Okay, yeah. Do you have the crack shot options? They're with the missile. Missiles on top here.
Yeah. But what I'm doing is the temptation to throw everything on it for the 2 damage.
Yes.
My intention was to try and kill
Some of those, understand, yeah.
Does your ability last?
It does, yes. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to split.
Oh, okay.
So the 2 missiles into Magnetron.
Yep.
And the bolt array will go into...
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So, do you know what? Just get it out of the way now. We'll do the super crack.
Here it comes.
2 shots hitting on 3s because of stay still.
Okay. Just about. Both go, or both hit.
You can re-roll the hit roll. Do I fish for the 5s now?
I see, right. Well, up to you.
I'm going to get slated for this. I'm going to fish for the 5s. No.
Same result. Okay.
Strength 10.
Yep.
3s? 4s?
4s, yeah. Toughness 12.
2.
2. Well done. Okay.
-2. That's 5s I need.
That's 2 minus 1. 3 ups. Just need 1 to sneak in. And 1 does.
D6 plus 1.
Yep, if you get a 6, he's dead. A 6 to
5.
Sorry. Yeah, 5 plus to kill Magnetron. Yay!
Oh.
We're being tortured here about the command reroll. Okay. So dropping down to 1 pesky wound left. And you did decide to split.
Yep.
Do you want to do a little what if?
What if...
You hadn't split?
No,
No, it doesn't want to. Okay, don't torture yourself. Alright, so bolt of firepower now coming from the bunker. It's going into the gaunts. Let's try and reduce them down.
Yep, so 6 shots.
3s then, surely.
Yep.
Okay, 4 hits.
Sustained hits 1 because of the stratagem.
Oh, right, okay, fine. Yep. 3's to wound.
Twin linked.
And twin linked.
Just a 4.
4. -1/+1. 5 ups. We block 1. And then feel no pains. First model. Passed on double 6. Almost passed. And the next one. No. Alright, so 2 slain. Alright, so Gaunt's absorbing the damage quite well. Has he fired yet?
No.
No, we're going to go fresh Dreadnought here. Redemptor Dreadnought for the fists. And Mike's going to risk it. So he's going to fire the Dreadnought down here. The hope is he can destroy... Well, it doesn't even... No, because you're saying destroy 1, but I could choose to take off the back one. So, but anyway, what can you do? Mike's concerned about the blistering assault move. If it takes damage, I go in. If I then make it into base contact, we go into combat. It's actually the Carnifexes that will go first. Because Mike wouldn't have charged. But anyway, you can't not shoot here, really, so we're going to go for it.
Michael German.
Okay.
D6 + 1.
Better. 5 + 1.
6.
3's for hits.
6, yeah.
So far, so good. 5 hits come through. I think give me a 3s because we're toughness 8, I believe.
Yeah, so 3s.
Or maybe not, we're toughness 9. Toughness 9.
4s.
4s. 3 come through.
3. That's -4.
-3. 5 ups. Block none.
9 damage.
Dead? Well. Do we blow up? Yes, we do. Oh, no, what a mess.
Ah!
Oh, no. What a big mess.
Yes!
Oh, trouble.
This one blew up.
Yeah, he's gone. I don't believe this. Right, I'll take him because I want to get a bit of revenge, try and get some revenge here. So we'll go him. He can be the one that's dead. In which case he'll give him a wound. Megatron's dead, so I'm going to take him and give him 7 wounds left. Do this right here. He's in range, so I'll take a wound, and then Magnetron does Magnetron blow up. What? No, okay.
Would have been glorious.
It would have been.
I heard James screaming from England to here.
Mike is glad to see Magnetron gone. That's on turn 1. That's good shooting. We'll allocate the rest of the wounds here, but towards the end of the turn, there's a good result coming through here for the fists. Yeah, good enough results. Blown a hole in this Tyranid force for sure. So I'm going to do a surge move. The end of the phase. It's a 5 + 2. So I'm just going to shimmy off across here like so. And we make contact. But having said all of that, you have killed that one. So that's going to half my attacks coming through. It's just the one model going in. It's a good enough trade-off. Killed him, blew up him. So a good result for the fists. Mike took the risk and it's paid off okay. Possible supercharge across here as well.
Put 11 away. 10.
11-inch charge, yeah, we'll let Mike roll up if he wants to go for it. It would get those into the centre of the board. Be a real good one if it goes off.
Nope.
Snake eyes, all right. The trademark dice roll there for Mike coming through. Can't be command re-rolled. And this combat goes ahead. It's the player whose turn, both haven't charged. It's the player whose turn it's not, which means the Crushing Claw Carnifex will go first.
What's the AP on it?
Minus, if I can hit you, it's going to be 4 attacks, need 4s. Then it's going to be 2s to wound. Strength 12, and then the AP is -3. So Mike does have a CP to offer Armour of Contempt, which would then give you a 5 up save, I suppose. Sounds like he's going to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will do. Yeah.
Mike's going to go for it. I'll turn to Darth Windu for this one. And we're going to use the tray here. We're going to look for 4s. Okay, half of them. 2s. 1 goes through. -2 then. So 5+ to block this. I mean, no damage will come through. No, alright. So 3 damage, which I'm guessing the ATV will absorb. Great, okay. And then Mike can pile in and fight back. And even if you do well...
Well, I'm hoping...
You could do well enough. So ATV starts on an 8.
Yeah, ATV is...
So dropping down to 5 left.
8 wins, yeah.
Okay. So models are piling in, and Mike's about to make his attacks.
Yeah, so the ATV, they've only got the close combat weapons.
3s. Everyone counts. There's 5 wounds to try and get through against this Carnifex.
6s. Nope.
Okay. 3s for the chainswords. And 6s.
5s with a litany of hate from the chaplain. +1 to the window.
Nice.
So we have 2.
2 go through. Bit of -1 going on here as well. And 1 does get through. So wound calls, dropping down to 4 wounds left. Now down to the chaplain, a miracle required.
Yeah.
Him.
5. Hitting on 2s. Double hit.
Nice.
Strength 6.
5s to wound.
Down to 4s.
4s to wound. Possible.
Hmm.
Not bad. 3 go through.
It's only -1, 2 damage. Kill 2 of them, be great.
Yes. What's the damage?
2 each.
Oh, he's gone. Again, just about done it. There's nothing I can do. Come on, reroll. Can't do it. Yes. Does he blow up? Doesn't, but another monster's dropped here. Imperial Fists doing well. Real good surge from them at the end. Destroyed another target and anchored that objective. Carnifex is now extinct on the board.
You're on an objective, you just help me score points.
Ah, yes, not bad. End of turn. Good work here from the Fists. They have taken down a good number of Tyranid monsters. This is just the early stages of the battle, so counterpunch from them has been most effective. Alright, so end of turn. Consolidation move made with these, well and truly on the objective. Mike destroyed a unit on an objective, giving him the 3 points, and that's it. So 3 points to Imperial Fists are ahead just by a point. Damage-wise, though, they have caused a lot more trouble for the Tyranids. Tyrannifex, 200-point model. 2 Carnifexes, again, about another 200 points as well, being brought down. Good work. At this rate here, Tyranid monsters may well find themselves in trouble. So we've got to make some kind of impact. Danger here for both sides with the reserves that can arrive. Imperial Fists especially, they've got 2 very potent units that can turn up. So we'll see what Mike decides to do with his reserves. But next, we'll go to Tyranid turn 2 next. Turn 2 here for the Tyranids. Early stages, established locus and no prisoners. The 2 cards being drawn, no prisoners destroying enemy units. Established locus can be done in the centre of the board or in the opponent's deployment zone, which Mike has completely blocked out. So we've held off all of our reserves for now. That's the 2 units of Raveners and the Morlock. So using what we have on the ground, we have lost a number of monsters, but non-assimilator is in good shape. Shifted across to here to go after this objective. That is the one it's meant to be nesting on. Holding position with the Tyrannifex. Used her ability to restore, I think it was 5. Pedestrestum to restore another 5, so virtually back up to full strength with the gaunts, and they've slightly shuffled just to get better line of sight for their shooting. Tervigon's just got 6-inch range to these units, so she's happy enough to sit where she is. These are spread out a little bit more. These are pushed around to get the lead models onto the objective and around the corner, but still within 6 of her. Lictor's going to sit where he is as well, just on the objective for now. And yes, a sneaky move here from the Swarm Lord. He's shifted direction, he's moved across this way. He does have line of sight and range there against the heavy intercessors. So that's virtually the movement phase finished. Mike's he's on the fringes here, looking up a potential rapid ingress for a CP. Points picked up. We control the home objective, and then we control 2 other objectives in no man's land, 5 each, so a total of 13 points, which is really good. Number of points coming through on turn 2 for primaries. He's definitely going to go for it, I think. He's just lining up where to go. Brutalis Dreadnought turning up on the flank.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if the rupture cannon.
Right, that's what you're doing. Yeah, he doesn't want to get shot at by the rupture cannon, so he's trying to stay out of line of sight to then manoeuvre around on his turn. Yeah, so that's what he's going for. He's turned up here. I've talked about Tyranid monsters, right? You have sort of your own monsters, really. These Dreadnoughts are built like monsters, aren't they? They're tough enough. And to have 3 of them on the one flank, if the Tyranids lose a couple more monsters, this flank's going to swing wide open here for the Fists. But Tyranid shooting first. We're going to their shooting phase next. So I'm going to kick off with the gaunts. The front 2 are in range of the gun over there, the servo turret. So we'll hit that with the strangle webs. Oh, wanted to do better than that. 4 hits. 666 would be great. You get 1 6. So 1 devastating wound comes through. Dropping down to 2 left. In which case, all of these are fire into heavy intercessors, apart from the 2 stranglewebs at the front. They will go for the gun, if possible. And this is better. 10 auto hits coming through. 2 6s is all we need, just to get rid of that turret. And there's 1. 1 more wound comes through. Down to 1 wound left. So 17 shots. This is with regular gaunts. Then 4s. And that is 1 lethal. And 5s to wound. So 2 saves of 3+. That's on the heavy intercessors. And both passed, right? So that's all the gaunts finished. So 5 powers finished. Yeah, it's overkill, but the turret's more dangerous, so I want to get rid of it. So we'll put everything from Magnetron. Whoa. Yeah, the turret's dangerous enough. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll try and take out the turret. Everything. 2s. I'll make sure. A nice clean job. Chris Kaminsky for this one. 2s. Nice.
Lethal.
1 lethal. Good. 2s to wound. Alright, 2 go through.
-4.
+1.
5s.
5s to block.
Nope.
No. Damage, I just want to roll this. Damage 18. That's 1 splatted space marine. Don't think they blow up, they can just be removed yet. Target destroyed. They're annoying, those servo turrets.
I like them.
Yeah, no, I think they're good. They're dynamic enough. Okay, that's the rest of the firepower done. So we're going to go firepower from this, which will be the harpoon. The harpoon's going to go into here. It's only range 12. 2 shots in 2s. Yep, 2s to wound. Just about. I'm pretty sure it's 2s to wound. Yeah, strength 12. -3 in the open. So 2 saves are 6+.
Nope.
No. You can command reroll if you want to. I don't think you're going to. It's d6 +1 each time. So a chance to try and take down this ATV. We almost do. And we'll leave it at that, and then we'll just kill it off for the next one. Yeah, okay, so ATV gone. It's handy enough for absorbing wounds. Plenty of wounds, that thing. I think it's 8 it starts on.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that one done. Add the sneaky attack. Almost so sneaky, I forgot to do it here. So him, that's the Swarm Lord, is going to put his attacks into the heavy intercessors. So this is like a psychic attack here. Synaptic Pulse. Range 18, which we already checked the range. It's torrent weapons, also hitting d6 +3. Strength 5, -1, 2 damage.
I will do the captain's 0 CP.
Armor Contempt, no.
Just the 0.
Yeah, fair enough. Add d6 +3. Okay, so 6. 5s to wound though. Which do you get 2? So 2 saves are 3+. Oh, okay. It's enough. Damage 2. It's just enough to kill 1 heavy intercessor. So one of those can be removed from play. I think that's going to mark the end of our firepower. This is the concern here for the Tyranids. My hope is to get in here, do well against these, and try and hold on to this objective. But it's 3-on-1 with the Dreadnoughts. It's going to get messy, I think, on this flank. Shooting's finished. We're going to charges next. All right, Armor of Contempt being used to try and protect the bikes. And we'll go for our attacks then. I'm going to go for... Yeah, there's 2 different types we can use. I was tempted to do the Injector Harpoon first. Yeah, I'll do that first. Okay, so we're definitely going to go for a friend on this one here. Nate Miller. A keen Tyranid player. 2s, come on. Okay, 1's missed. 2s to wound on these ones. Do you know what? I'm going to command reroll that one. Just about right. So these are -3, -2. 3 saves of 5+. Important roll this one. Each one is d6 plus. Yeah, no, they go through. D6 +1 each time. First one.
Dead.
Got him. Got him. He lives. And nothing I could do about it. All right, so 2 bikers slain, 2 wounds stripped off another. Those 2 will go. Okay. And we'll put him on a 2. The plan kind of worked. We're now going to use our 6 attacks at damage 3 to go after us. I'd love to put them all into the chaplain here, but 1 biker remains. 2s. Okay. There's no bonus coming through for us. We're up against mounted units here. And then we're looking at strength 9. So 3s to win this time. Synapse. +1 strength for the update rules. So strength 10 makes us 2s. Done it. All of them. I've done my bit. So we're on -2 becomes -1. So 4 ups, 1 at a time. No, you can do them. There's 6 of them. It's going to be 4 up armor or 4 up invulnerable saves. It doesn't really matter, but you can roll them all 1 at a time, whatever you want to do. No trouble.
Yeah, what's the damage?
Damage 3.
So 1 back. And the chaplain is dead as well. Yep.
Alright. Target destroyed. Norna Simulator has had a full course now. So consolidation, I've tucked him in just on towards the objective, and that's it with the non-assimilator. Mission accomplished. He's eaten all of his food and he's just going to be happy just to sit and nest and be left alone for the rest of the game. But there's 3 dreadnoughts here that I think will have other plans. That's it. Combat's resolved. A lot of action over on this right-hand side. We'll give you an update on the score. All right, so end of turn and points coming through. So not too bad. 13 points for primaries, 5 points for no prisoners, for 3 enemy units being destroyed. It's capped at 5 points maximum. And then we have dumped established locus. So 20 points in total here for the Red Tyranids. The harvest is going okay at this stage. Certainly some concerns on this right-hand side. Whether the non-assimilator can hold. Mike has already said he's going to put overbone onto it straight away. We'll go on to the second turn now for the Space Marines next. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Imperial Fists. Cards drawn is no prisoners and bring it down. If you enjoy watching Tyranid battle reports, we do have the Leviathan Tyranids in action. It's their second league battle against the Adeptus Mechanicus, who've made a return to the channel. It's the latest battle that's live on channel membership. So you join us and you can check out and unlock that latest battle report there for the league on channel membership. Link below, or just go to the home page and hit the join button. So we'll come to the left-hand side in just a moment. On the right-hand side here, Intercessors moving out with their lieutenant to contest that. Heavy Intercessors pushing forwards towards the central objective, backed up by a Redemptor Dreadnought. Bunkers here. These are still spread out, wary of Tyranid Deep Strikers. And then round on the right-hand side, there's going to be 2 Dreadnoughts going after the non-assimilator. So Brutalis moving around, Red Scorpions Redemptor moving around. And then just anchoring at the back, blessing him first, and then anchoring here again, watching out for Tyranid Deep Strikers. So it's going to be 2 against 1 here on this right-hand side. Overmoment's been allocated to him. Tyranids have kept their Raveners in reserve, and the Morlock as well at this stage. Movement's done. Shooting phase next. Alright, so not much I could do extra to protect him. We've already got the 5+ feel no pain for being on the objective, so I don't need to play any stratagems. The first shot's going to be a crack round coming from the Intercessors and the bolt rifle. 1 shot coming through.
Yep, so the crack on a 3 re-rolling, Yep.
Okay.
Strength 9. What's your toughness on that thing?
Oh, it's about 11, I think. 5's to win.
5.
Or 4's.
Oh, yeah.
Both at the moment.
Yep, go on.
And
-2.
-2. In which case it will go through. Oh, I couldn't command. I could command reroll that one. Because it's an easier save than the others. Yeah, kind of weird, but we'll command reroll that one. Just because it's an easier one to do, which we do just about. So keep that damage away.
You get 2 up normal, yeah?
Yes, yes. We're just nudged into cover there.
Because everything's going to shoot at it.
Same target.
Yeah.
You get the
so
bonus,
4.
yeah. 4 shots. 3's rerollable.
Yep.
And then 5's. All of them. God, who is
Minus
that?
1 plus 1, so.
2 ups. And we passed them just about. Good shooting though from that Space Marine. Okay. So I will commit all protection for the non-assimilator to a pirate. Mitch, not Keith or Rob, for all save and throws, feel no pains and so on and so forth, to try and keep this thing alive. Brutalis next. Mike's gonna...
Michael Fry.
Okay.
Twin multi-melter. Hitting on 2s.
Oh boy, here we go.
Rerolling.
Reroll. Both hit. Okay.
Strength 9, so 4.
5's becomes 4's to win. This is the roll. Is it twin linked?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
No.
One
just the
comes
one.
through. -4.
In the open.
6 up save. Yo ho, thieves and beggars. Goes in.
So this will be D6 plus 2.
2. Yeah, go ahead. 1. Ooh. Come on. So frustrating. Mike's in pain here with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
He has to do it if it's a 1 here. Command reroll for a 5 plus 2. 7 wounds coming through. Well done. 5 up, feel no pain. We do block 3. So we take 4. It could have been a lot worse. Dropping down to 11 wounds left. Still plenty of wounds remain. But there's still plenty of firepower still to come. Brutalis, a little bit of Dakar available with that, but most of its firepower is finished. This is the stubber. That's all hit, that's fine. 5's to win, I suppose.
Yeah, 5's 29.
There's 2. Nice. 4.
4, yep. Minus nothing.
2 ups. 1 goes through. I feel no pain outside the tray. Passed. Still 11 wounds left. Redemptor Dreadnought. Pressure on him to cause some disruption. I don't know. You've got your blistering charge. You've not saved a CP. Yeah. For tank shock would have been so useful for the mortal wounds.
This is what's going to bite me in it. Anyway. Nicholas Lucas.
Hyper survived because I'm up for the fight, but Mike turns to another Patreon here.
Yeah, this is for the Redemptor.
Okay.
D6 plus 1. For 3.
3 shots. Come on, assimilator.
3's rerolling. All of them.
4's, yeah, with a plus 1. 1. Okay. Bit of cover in between. -4.
-4, yeah.
-3. 5 up. Blocked. It's not dying. It's not dying. Come on. You are trying to remove it from its natural habitat on it whilst on a nest. So you are you are provoking it.
Also that Gatling. 2, 4, 6.
8 shots. Yeah. Pick up some mortal wounds.
3's. Re-rolling. All of them.
I think the viewers will be split here. Half will be rooting for the Space Marines, and then half will want that beast to live.
5's looking 6's there. We
got 1.
1 and 1
and a wound. Right, so a wound to save on a yep, and then a feel no pain. Yep.
Oh, this
Xenos tray.
Icarus, Rocket Pod, D3 for 2. 3s, rerolling. Yep. 5s, 2, -1, 2 damage.
3 ups. Passed both. Oh, still stopping.
Storm, D6 for 4. On 3s, rerolling. And then 5s.
Lost the dice there, yep.
2. No AP.
2 ups. 1 gets in. Not feel no pain. The wound sneaks through, dropping down to a nice clean 10 wounds left.
That's actually twin ranked as well, so we'll reroll that.
Yes, go ahead.
Made no difference.
Okay, 10 wounds left on the Northern Simulator. It's wounds remaining, but there's 2 potential charges here with Dreadnoughts. Mike spotted it through the gap. The bunker can see with check line of sight, just about. It can do it. So everything the bunker has to save the day is going into the Northern Simulator.
I'm really going heavy on these.
Patrons, yeah, use them here. There.
Martin Vagabond?
Vagabond, yeah.
Okay, so the heavy bolt array first. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling.
And length is really good. And
sustained for another 2.
one each, yeah, 2. 5 to wound.
Strength 5, yep. 1 lingot.
Yeah. Wow, 5 in total.
Yep, these are -1 back there.
Oh, there it is, 111.
That's 6 damage in total.
Yes. Oh no. Wait, the pirate says. No! Yeah. No, how can a bunker do that? 4 wounds left. Do it. Crack shot him.
No, because the dreadnoughts were set up for it. Oh.
Ah, yes, if you don't charge in, you won't capture it. But anyway, this is insane. Try and get those hits. Crack shots coming through. Found a gap. Got the 2 hits. 4s to wound. Got 1.
Got 1,
yeah. Just don't roll 1s and 2s. A 1! Nothing I can do about it. Do your worst, sir.
D6 plus 1. A 2 would be...
5! God, 6 damage. This bunker's going to do it. 5 up, feel no pain. 1 at a time. Failed. Failed. Need to pass 1. Failed. I need to pass all 3 of these. Here comes the first one. No, the pirates left me. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, God. God. Do we blow up? Yes, we do. Serves you right. 3d6 mortal wounds. No, it's going to be a few. It'll be d6, I'm sure. Oh, dear, blown up. Someone blew up the nest. Pirates, they have no allegiance to no one. That's what I've learnt this evening. The dice swung one way, and then they swung the next. Don't touch the nest. Blowing up on... It is d6. Right. So, on the right-hand side, the Brutalis Dreadnought will take 5 wounds. And then the Redemptor Dreadnought. 5 wounds. 10 mortal wounds in total kicked out.
So, -1 for the Redemptor.
I don't know if that kicks in. Yeah, we'll check that one.
No, just an attack is allocated. Yep.
Right. Okay, 5 each. Fair's fair. Pirate's been fair here at the end. We blew up, so he's
7 on both.
7 wounds left on both. Yeah. God, that's crazy stuff going on this right-hand side. Explosive stuff. Charge, there's nothing here. Yeah. What's frustrating for the Fists is they're not on this objective. That's where they were trying to get. Their firepower's been too successful here in taking that target down. So we'll check for any other.
Yeah, so the Dreadnought here in the middle and the Heavy Intercessors.
Oh, still firepower left in the middle. Yeah, no, it's lots of shots still remaining. So Mike's firing the Heavy Intercessors, going into the gaunts. I have responded with a 5 up, feel no pain being given to them just to try and keep their casualties as low as possible.
So 4s, 6s are nice.
Dice are on fire.
So these are sustain hits 1, 2, plus another
1, yeah, 3's to wound.
Just the 4.
4 come free. -1 bit of cover.
-1, 2 damage, yeah.
Block 1. And then feel no pain. So the first one, failed. Second one, failed. Third one, failed. Okay, 3 slain. I'm just going to take from the front because I want to limit Mike's charge range here. So those 3 can go. As we back up. And I forgot a move with them. When Mike moved within 9, I could have made a move called Skulking Horrors, which would have let me move D6. I would have moved back and away, but we missed the opportunity there. Stay where they were. Heavy bolter firepower.
Yep, so 3s. 3 misses. 3s again.
3 to win, yep. Nice.
4 minus 1, 2 damage.
5 ups. Nothing. And feel no pains. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. All failed. 4 more slain. So again, removing casualties from the front. Captain with his shots. We're sharing the tray here. How lovely.
2 hits.
2 hits. 3 to wound again.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Minus 1, 2 damage.
Failed. And then feel no pain. Failed. And failed. Yeah, the 2 damage racking out. Feel no pain ability yet. That one. And that one. Just scratchy. Skulking back. So, Redemptor Dreadnought's going to offload everything it has into the gaunts. Mike wants them pulverised here. I think this is a tactical move from him. Even the big gun?
No.
Oh, putting doubts in his mind now.
You have. Right, I'm going to put the big gun into the... No.
Oh, him?
Yeah. I'm going to be winning on 5s anyway, aren't I?
Yeah.
Minus 4. So what save would that put?
This thing? 5 ups, saves. I'm not going to rush Mike on this one. He can think about what he wants to do. I mean, he's trying to go for a tactical play here, but he can think about what to do. Right, Sam Hermes dice. Mike's sticking to it. I just put doubts into his mind, tried to confuse him. So everything from the Redemptor Dreadnought will go into those gaunts. Mike wants to pulverise them. Yeah. This is the big one. D6 plus 1
D6
plus
one.
4. 5, 6 in total, yeah, for the number of models. 3s for hits.
3s for hits, yeah. Of course.
2s for kills. So I'm going to save out of this. Go 3. And damage of 3.
3. Yeah, 3.
Right, so feel no pain? No. Feel no pain? No. And feel no pain? Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, tough little chitinous friend. 2 more slain.
Roll 2 for the overheat. Fine.
Yeah, overcharge done. Mike off camera rolled there and was fine as well for his overcharge with the Red Scorpions Redemptor Dreadnought. And now all of the Daka.
8. Gatling. 3s. Oh, this is not going to plan. 3s, but hopefully. So 1 dev.
1 dev, yeah.
And 1 normal.
So save, failed, and then 2 feel no pains. Fail both, 2 more slain. So we'll go here.
Make this rocker pod D3 for 1, hitting on a 3, yep, and then a wounded on.
Yeah, that will do.
Yep, strength 8 minus 1.
Failed.
2 damage.
Failed again. Ooh, down to 5 little beasties left.
5. D6 for the.
They torment everyone, those things.
Launcher. D6. It'll be D6 plus 1 because it's our shooting phase.
Sure.
Glass. Yeah, so 3, 4. 3s. 3 hits. It's strength 4, so 4s or 3s. What's your toughness?
Toughness 3.
Yeah, so 3s. Twin linked. 3, no AP.
Block 1.
Damage 1.
Block 1 more. 1 more slain. 4 little beasts left.
And then just basically everything from here into here.
It's those gaunts, yeah. So it's intercessors with all of their firepower, which 5-man squad is actually going to be a lot of shots.
Well, there's one grenade launcher on it.
Ooh, D6 plus 4 you go for
D6
that.
plus 4, yeah.
Yeah, right, go ahead. Yes, max it out. It's quite satisfying to see. 10 shots from the grenade launcher, plus another 20. 30 shots from that unit in total.
That to lethal.
Oh, yes, because the lieutenant.
And then 3s.
3s, yep.
So
Nice.
6 in total.
I get straight up saves for these. Pass 1, 5 dead. All right, start filling the ranks. Yeah, it's another 16 shots, not 20, because 1 fired the grenade launcher. 3, 6s are lethal. Yeah, there's an absolute ton of 6s. Those are definitely the right dice to use for the fists.
So look at that.
Yeah, take the lethals out.
And that, so there's 4.
Yeah, 3s to wound. And these will have a little bit of AP -1 going on.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nicely.
And AP1.
It's 6s for cover. No cover, sorry. Save 1. 8 slain. I'll take from the front. I took the ones that are in the open there. So the 8 that are closest to you, Mike, can go. 1 plasma pistol from the lieutenant. Nice hit. Don't need to overcharge. You do wound.
Next 7.
Yeah, you do wound. It's in the open.
-2.
-2. Well, I'm round the bend now, so I can take... dead. Gone. All right. Okay, Tyranids shrinking down for sure. This flank's collapsed in spectacular fashion. And Gaunt's being shot to pieces here, a bit like Space Marine 2, the game here. And potential charges. We've tried to lengthen the charges, but some of them are still possible. Go on to charges next. Let Mike roll this one up. Something like an 8. 9. Heavy intercessors. Here they come. They're charging through the middle. They've done this before in games. They're a great unit to have parked in the centre of the board. And looks like it's going to happen again here. They're tough to remove. They're great objective holders.
Yeah, so
The play with, though, just going to point out, so many games we've used these, and I'm guilty of it the most, of saying they're a defensive unit, hold them back, like shoot from the back, and you just trickle out some shots over the game. Mike's been using them more aggressively as units that can, or as a unit that can surge out into the centre of the board onto a no man's land objective, and it's proved effective if you time it right. In a game recently, Mike did it at the centre of the board. You got there very early, then camped out in the middle of the table. Proved to be at full strength. They're a very tough unit to remove. Gravis, like toughness 6, decent save. A captain with a bit of shenanigans helping them out.
and if they're on an objective, they get
There's something else,
plus
yeah.
1 to their save.
Yeah, no, there's some pretty good stuff for heavy intercessors. 3 wounds a time. Takes a fair bit of effort to bring them down. Nice.
And then they're out of range of...
There is an upgrade you can give the captain. Stoic Defender. To give you a 6 up, feel no pain on objectives is another good one.
Ooh.
Something to think about, but for the final list. But we can add that in or take it out as and when points go up and down with the latest updates. Any other charges?
There's a temptation to charge.
The Lictor.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! Could cost the lieutenant his life. 10-inch charge will do it.
10-inch.
For the Emperor. James would say do it.
Yeah, of course he would. Oh.
Double 6. Imperial Fists on a roll here. I don't know what's going on, but off they go. Okay. Well. That's going to snatch that objective off of us as well. Good tactical move.
But whether it
Yeah,
pans
interesting.
out or not, it's a different story. It's also to try and pin you back for your deep striking next turn.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Good surges here from the Imperial Fists. It's a good policy with them. Absorb the surge from the opponent, soften them up, counter punch, and then reoccupy. Is a strategy that's working well here for the Space Marines. So, fights first. Mike's units have it. So too does the Lictor. It's the player whose turn it's not, which means the Lictor goes first. And we'll direct our attacks and try and assassinate that lieutenant. And we'll use... I know who would like to do that. Dave Humphreys. It's good. I feel a lot. There's a better vibe here using all the gold level Patreons in every game. We're going to try and stick to that policy. I don't think it's really disrupted the game at all. We've just called upon them straight away instead of having to go through the list and Mike trying to read upside down and so on.
Oh, it was so...
Yeah, it was tricky and it took time. But now it's pre-allocated. You can think ahead what units or what dice you're going to use. So it's all good. So we're looking at 2s to go after this lieutenant with precision. Blast 2 1s. Keep going, keep going. 3s to wound. I failed 2. 2 go through. You should live. AP -2. Unless it's 4 wounds.
Yeah, it's 4 wounds.
Uh-oh.
1 5.
No, come on, reroll. Can't. Dead. Chop down. Oh, got him. Lopped his head off. Lieutenant destroyed. Oh, Mike immediately piles in.
Yeah, I want to make sure they all can fight now. So.
Sergeant does have a power fist.
Yep. I will start with
3 attacks. Yeah, combat knives then 3 attacks each times 4. It's 12 attacks.
3 and 4. 3s.
Crush the beast. Okay.
And what's your toughness?
Toughness of 6.
5 then?
5 to wound.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
4 ups. 3 wounds taken. Nice. Dropping down to 3 wounds left. There's a measure of durability of lictors. 3 wounds remain. 2 successful fist attacks will do it.
Yeah, I need to hit first though.
Yeah.
3s.
Well done. 3s to wound. It's a smaller beast, but I think Mike wants to kill it as much as the others. Oh no. Okay, that's for me. That's 3 wounds left. Lictor holes. Mike has captured that objective though. Well done. It's heavy intercessors next. So the rest of the combat's been resolved. Gaunt's wiped out very quickly here by the Space Marines. They then tapped into the Tyranids, and I attacked back and did no damage. Mike's just trying to disrupt him. End of turn. Points coming through. Struggling on primaries, just 3. Good recovery on secondaries. 4 points for bring it down. 4 points for no prisoners. So 8 points coming through for the secondaries, taking Mike to 14. So he's 6 points behind, which isn't too bad considering the Tyranids, how well they dominated the middle of the board. Things are changing around here. Space Marines are very strong now on this objective especially. Tyranids have now lost the central objective. They've lost their left-hand objective as well. So the middle ground, hotly contested by the Space Marines. The game is on for them, for sure. Tyranid casualty rate is running high enough, but they kicked out damage in return. One of the key units for us, I think, will be that Swarm Lord to see what it can do in the centre of the board. We're going to turn 3 now. Middle stage of the game for the Tyranids next. Turn 3 for the Tyranids, bring it down. So destroying something big, such as a Dreadnought. Extend battle lines is the other card in play. We've actually gone ahead and done our move. So remaining close combat with the Tyranids. Gaunts are spread out to their max. As long as you keep 2 models within 2 inches, you're fine. It's all the way to there, just trying to block out at the back as much as possible. Servigons push forwards to stay within 6 and stay within 6 of that squad that has pushed up. Paid a CP, used her ability to restore models. That squad has surged across towards the objective. Lictor has backed out of close combat. Then Swarmlords moved to here to fire and then hopefully to shoot. To shoot across to the left-hand side and then charge into the right-hand side for the central objective. And then Raveners have kept them all off. I've brought both Ravener squads on. This squad to here to try and block as much as possible. And the other squad, Mike just pointed to them, just tucked in behind the terrain across the other side. No real threat from those, just trying to block off areas of the board at this stage. So now Mike could play Rapid Ingress and bring on his Eradicators and Captain. Well, let me think about this move. It's quite an important one. All right, so we're saying it's not ideal for them, not really ambushing monsters as yet, but they've turned up here to get them on the board and they can begin their march across on this side. So paying a CP for Rapid Ingress, Aggressors and Captain Parmenion have arrived. So all movements done. Again, just going to say about 10th edition, The spread of play across the board is usually always excellent. There's stuff going on in every corner of the table, which is great to see. Remember, plenty of editions of 40k. One army castled up in the corner, the other army marching across the board. Vast areas of the table not being used, but for 10th edition, there's a great spread of play. It looks great on the board. Nice visual impact. But anyway, we'll get down to the nitty gritty here. So we're going to offload his psychic vomit into that squad over there. So it's going to be D6 plus 3. Yeah, I'll use the last Patreon here. Chris Hutchins here, Midnight Miniatures. For 6. Oh. Wow. So 9 auto hits. 3s to wound. That's a rollover, yeah. So that's 7 saves, torrent, weapon, and... No, but it says torrent, but not ignores cover, right? So you will get cover. It's AP -1. It's actually going to go to a 3-up save. Synaptic Pulse. 3 ups. And 2 go through, damage 2. So 2 slain. Just trying to soften them up a little bit. Whilst remember, we'll go to Overgun with her firepower into them. In 3s. And 2 wounds come through. 2 saves, 3 plus. And blocked, okay. Next up, we'll go with the Gaunts and all of their firepower offloading into those Marines, trying to soften them up. So we have 2 Strangle Webs. Oh, now 0 for 4. 6 is a great. 1 wound. That's devastating wound. So 1 wound taken on that squad. 14 attacks. 1 lethal. Trying to wound on 3s. Okay, with the lethal, 6 saves are 3 plus, no minuses going on. 2 wounds go through, there's another wound already. So 1 model slain, 1 wound left on another. Alright, next up. We can shoot and be shot at whilst in close combat. So Tyranids is going to offload everything into here. The Brutalis. 2 shots needing. We remain stationary, right? But -1 shooting out close combat. So we're going to be looking at 3s. We do get 2 hits. That's actually a lethal against that vehicle. This is going well. We're going to go for a wound. 2. I don't think so. We are ridiculous strength. Strength 18. But you're going to be toughness 10 at least, I think, with a Brutalis. Come on, reroll. Yes. Right. -3 in total. 6s. Base of 2 or base of 3 up?
Base of 2.
Base of 2. 5 pluses then. Could do it.
Close.
Close. Dead. Straight away dead. And does it blow up? Don't think it's going to affect anybody. No. Target destroyed. Oof, Brutalis brought down. And that signals the end of our shooting phase. We're going to go on to charges next. So, we have the Hive Tyrant, or the Swarm Lord's going to make his charge into the Heavy Intercessors. We'll just roll up here, see what we get. 8 will do. We've got a combat here in the centre of the board. Okay, so charge goes ahead. Just going to capture this one. I think it's worth zooming in. Oh, yes. Nice. Any shenanigans you want to try and play to...
Reduce it by 1.
Okay, so Armour Contempt being used. There's nothing really... I've got no CP anyway, so no. Okay, 8 attacks then with his Bone Sabres. Needing 2s. So we're now looking for 3s to wound, your toughness 6, with strength 10. So 3s.
4s. Oh, I'm toughness 6, your strength
10.
Oh, yeah.
Twin linked. Ow! Could have done with those. Okay, these are -2, -1. 5 of them.
5 4-ups.
5 4 pluses. Are we in? We are partly, yeah. 3 slain from that squad. They are protecting their captain. Okay, Mike's going to fight back here. Interesting. against the Decapitator.
1, 2, 3. And we're going to go with Blood Angels Ryan.
Yes, of course. Blood Angels Ryan. Perfect timing.
Yep. So these boys will hit on 3s.
See if they can put a mark on this Swarm Lord.
And then what's your toughness?
10.
Sixes.
Nothing.
So onto
And then onto the captain. The Relic Blade, I think he's equipped with.
Mastercrafted Power Level.
That's it.
2, 4, 6. On 2s. Strength 5, so it will be 6s.
Still 6s. Nothing. It all bounces off. Swarm Lord. Well. Okay, that's that combat resolved. And end of turn. Give you an update on the score. Right, so points going through. Just 3 points of primaries for the Tyranids. Struggling there with the No Man's Land objectives, but we've made up for it a little bit on secondaries. Extend battle lines we got for 5, and then 2 points to bring it down for the destruction of the Dreadnought across here. Taking us to 30 points, which I think is an okay score at this stage. We'll go on to turn 3 here for the Space Marines. Still some effort to go, an effort required if they're to prevail here in this game. I think the momentum is with them. Casualties do run high on both sides. Mike still has some decent assets, especially these 2 Dreadnoughts available. And then the arrival of Captain Parmenion just in time, we shall see. We'll go on to turn 3 here for the Space Marines next. Turn 3 here for the Space Marines. Cards drawn is Sabotage, which is quite doable. Behind enemy lines, trickier one. It could be attempted here, but Mike's already moved these. I think he's got other plans with those priorities. Going to be their shooting. We're on a move, but I'm interrupting here with Overwatch.
I'll call it now.
Yeah, no, I won't. I'm not going to Overwatch them. I need the 1 CP. I need the 1 CP for Morlock Buddy to come in. Otherwise, he counts as destroyed. If I had have Overwatched, it would have been here. Rupture cannon onto that Dreadnought. A real crucial part of this battle. Would have missed 2 4s. Okay, but there was a chance there to try and... if I'd have got a 6, it would have been a lethal. Straight through. Some fair chance of bringing him down if I got the hit. As Mike could have saved on a 5 in the open. No. Would have got him. Okay. I would have needed to roll a 2+ to kill him. Yeah, I would have got him. That's all right, because Mike's on -1 damage. That's fine. I got to save it for bringing the Morlock on. So we'll leave the 1 CP in place. So there will be no Overwatch for sure. Mike's free to continue his move. Dreadnought's move round. It's now properly claimed this objective. Mike passed all of his morale for units that are below 50%. And then also we did Shadow in the Warp. Mike passed everything except the bunker. Perhaps the safest place on the board.
Probably.
For them, but still failed. So everyone's passed that, no problem at all. The Tech Marine's gone into the bushes here, ashamed of not being painted, but he'll go for Sabotage. Dreadnought's moved out onto the objective, was going to Overwatch, but didn't. These have moved round to present firepower, and then Mike's thinking about what to do with the other units. I do think Space Marines, they've got too many good options here for what's left of the Tyranids to try and deal with. We've seen him move. The Redemptor Dreadnought's now surging forwards to go for that central objective. They're great units to push up with and to go for objectives. They've backed off. I think Mike's intent is to smash through here with the Dreadnought and try and take on the Swarm Lord. That is movement done. Intercessors across there have backed off. Confident there'll be no Overwatch towards them. Shooting phase next. The Longbow BB dice. Mike's been saving it. Firepower from the Red Scorpion's Redemptor, all of it going into here, except the Dagger gun, which is going to go into the Swarm Lord.
Yep. So the D6 +1.
Better. 6 and 1. 7 shots.
7 shots.
If you can do some serious shooting, use the Longbow BB dice.
7. Hitting on 3s and re-rolling.
For oath.
Yeah.
That was a hit, that was knocked over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 shots. 6 hits.
5 swing becomes 4s, yeah.
Oh, just the 2.
2.
-4. Flat 3.
So I'll negate 1, and then try and save on a 6 for the other. No. Straight 3.
Straight 3.
Dropping down to 12 wounds left.
And I'm fine for the overcooking.
So we're going to press some of the firepower from this thing. Mike has graciously let me bring the Morlock on. I said I'd bring him on. I'd paid the CP. Mike's happy with that. It's not going to affect his choice of firepower at all with the Redemptor, so that's all good. So he's landed just there. Perhaps if it was a league game and it was a bit more serious, a grand final or something, it would have been a different case. Mike says no, he would have let it carry on anyway. Anyway, thanks very much, Mike. Oh, you won. That's very kind. And then we'll carry on. You can carry on shooting at my stuff. So press on.
Make a circle pod D3. 2 shots.
2 shots.
3s. 2 hits. Strength 8. 5s. 4s.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, 1. -1. 2 damage.
No. In the open.
In the open, yeah.
Yeah. And 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
Dropping down to 10.
Fried Storm Grenade Launcher. I'll keep going while you're doing that. 5 shots. 2, 4, 5. 3s. Rerolling. And then 5s. Twin length. 3. No AP.
Passed.
Yep. And then the
Gatling.
4, 6.
8
Gatling
shots.
into
Yeah, Swarmlord, yeah.
I want to go for devs, but I need to hit first, so 3s. And then 6s.
Yes. Got
So you
him.
get 1.
Got 1. Dropping down to 9 wounds left on the Swarmlord. Oh, I forgot to give you something. Mortal wounds.
Oh.
From him, sorry. Dreadnought. D3. Max to 3. Dropping down to 4.
Can I take that back now?
Left. Yeah, Mike's changing his mind here. D3, that's correct. And then onto the heavy intercessors, actually. Max to 3, so it'll kill a whole one of those. I presume just the regular heavy bolter guy. Okay. All right, so that's all resolved. He's up. Now, Mike can now think about targets. If he wants to shoot at him with other stuff, he can. But that's all now been resolved. So all reserves for everyone are on the board. Dreadnought's finished its firepower, I think. So move on to the next bit of shooting. So bunker, bolter shots going into the gaunts. 2 crack shots into here.
Yep, so 3s because I haven't moved. Rerolling. Nope. And then 4.
Yes, because of oath. No.
Twin. Hang on, wait, is it twin length?
Don't think so. I think the bolters are twin
No,
linked.
the bolter's twin length.
Yeah. Okay. Bunker shots come through with heavy bolters. Took out 4 of the gaunts. 4 of those slain. Right, this is a moment of truth moment. The Eradicators are going to try and bring down Big Mama. If she goes, her children will be scattered.
Yeah. I'll do the wee piddly from the captain, 3 shots on 2s.
The captain's piddly shots, yeah.
Yep. And then 3s. And only 1 -1.
Saved.
Yeah.
Defiance.
So
they range 12 or range 18? I think I asked that in every game.
12.
They're range 12.
Boltstorm Gauntlet.
No, sorry, I'm talking about the...
Oh, they're 18.
They're 18.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why it took me so long for the Rapid Ingress.
Yeah. They're a great ambush unit. It's a really good idea. If you're up against monsters or vehicles, Eradicators flanking, bring them on. Captain to bolster them. Give them some shenanigans. We'll see if this works, though.
I'm really worried.
There's some kind of stratagem that you can use to give you extra stuff.
Yeah, so it's
quite a good one.
Drill recall. It's the +1 sustained. Or I'm already re-rolling the hits. Are there ones?
Yes.
And that's really it. So I think I will use his
0
reduce
CP
it by 1
ability.
CP
Yeah.
to give me sustained on 6s because I've moved.
Yeah.
So this is the
Multi-melters.
On 4s, re-rolling. This is on recross.
The recross dice. Good timing.
Re-rolling.
2 hits so far. All hit, right?
No, they're
fours.
on 4s.
Okay, 3 hits.
Strength 9.
5s to wound. Got 2. On the reroll.
Nope, just 2.
Minus
4.
I think she's in the open. In which case, 6s. No.
2d6.
Keep that. 9
that
damage. 9 damage coming through. And she starts on 16. So she's on 7 wounds left. It could be done. It really could. There's 7 wounds remaining. And you've now got melter rifle shots.
4 of these. On 3s. Re-rolling.
3 hits. This is going to go right to the wire here.
Yeah.
5s to wound. Got 2. No.
Nope.
2. 6s. No. It's done it. It's done it. Hurrah, hurrah. No, I ain't done it. Does she explode? Mama! No, she's gone. Another monster down. Just keep bringing them down. Target destroyed. Gaunts are in massive trouble now. It's just soft stuff in your way. So they've landed, arrived, cleared out their first monster. Good work. They'll eat away at that Tyranid flank for sure. Still more firepower to come for the Fists. So we've had the grenade stratagem being thrown by the Primaris Marines, the Intercessors, and almost brought that Lictor down, lurking in the shadows. 2 wounds stripped off him, down to 1 wound left. Then they offload all their firepower into the Gaunts and brought some more of them down. There's about 6 or 7 of them left on the objective. Redemptor Dreadnought across here is going to offload everything it has into the Swarm Lord. He's got 9 wounds left. If he goes, surely the Tyranids cannot recover.
D6 plus 1.
What's another one of these rolls? 5 plus 1, just as Mike needs it. He gets the 6 shots. Supercharging the life out of this. Here it comes.
Yeah, so 3s.
Good shooting. Now, I'm not as tough. I'm toughness 10.
Be 5s.
Still 5s to wound.
Strength 9, yeah. Just the 1.
1.
Well, I'm 1s.
Not blocked. Nothing I can do.
3 damage.
3 damage, dropping down to 6 wounds left.
Make a struggle pod, D3. For 3. On 3s. All of them.
5s to
On
wound.
5s. None.
Nothing.
I'll do the Frag Storm. For 5. 8. 4. 5. Daden 6s.
Ooh.
Twin linked. 3. No, wait.
Possible.
And then we got them.
8 shots.
3s. 6s. Well, yep, 6s. Toughness. No, 5s. But 6s are what we're looking for.
2.
No, just a 2.
Just about passed. All right. Redemptor charge. This is the big one. Something like an 8. A 10. That will do. In he goes. He's fresh.
That's why. That's why I should hide my CP.
Protect it.
For tank shock.
I'm looking for wounds, but he doesn't have any, right? He's fresh. All right. So, further combat taking place here. Yeah, charge around the bend and go into the Lictor. This is the dream maneuver here. It will get you onto that objective.
Nope.
No, it doesn't go ahead. All right. Lurch off of the objective and into the side of the Tyrannifex. Or try and go after this tasty Morlock. Or stay where you go. It's reckless. 11-inch charge. Much must be risked in war.
No.
Noble effort, but no, you're right. Dreadnought will stay where he is. So just the one Dreadnought going in. The one combat. Mike can go first. So it's 5 attacks with the Redemptor. Needing 3s. If I survive, I will chop you back.
I missed twice.
3 hits.
3s.
3s to wound. That's 2 1s, not twin linked. And a 4+ invuln save kicks in. We blocked it all. Now we'll fight back with bone sabers, which will go through your metal here. 2s. With 2 lethals, just about remembered that. Strength 10, toughness
10.
Force to wound. Twin linked. 6 saves at -2. You are Redemptor, yeah. You're going to be -1 damage, which will certainly help.
Not with a roll like that, it won't.
Boy, that's going to be 10 damage. How many wounds has he got?
2 left.
Well, that was painful. Charging in.
Well, that's what I wanted to try and keep the CP4, but you know me, I get a bit trigger happy sometimes. That was for the tank shot.
Good for you, Stormlord. That's good fighting. Swinging the Bone Sabers round to keep the Redemptor Dreadnought at bay. Good attacks coming through. Really kicking in there with the not having your Armor of Contempt. Really helped just that little bit extra bite coming through with that weapon. All right, so end of turn, I believe.
Yep.
All right, keep an update on the score. All right, so end of turn, 8 points to primaries. Sabotage is currently being fulfilled across here. And Mike stumped the other card. I think it was behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines.
Yeah, okay. So, just going to point something out. Mike's probably already seen it. Tyranids have taken a battering, there's no doubt about it. But Mike's anchoring here pretty much with these 2 dreadnoughts. This one's on 4 wounds. This one's on 2. So they're there, but they're barely there. If the Tyranids are able, what I'm going to say here is if the Tyranids are able to deal with these 2, there ain't much left to follow up with, and we could move out and reclaim the middle. It's been like a boxing match, this one, both sides punching and counter-punching each other. And I guess, like boxing, it's whoever runs out of energy at first here could turn out to be at the losing end of this game. Tricky one. It hangs in the balance either way. Some crucial monsters for the Tyranids. These 2 are useful. The Swarmlord's still in pretty good shape, and he seems happy enough fighting away for that central objective. So still game on for the Tyranids. We'll go on to their 4th turn here. Time's marching on. Turn 4 for the Tyranids next. So turn 4 for the Tyranids. I thought the Tyranids are written off here. They're taking very heavy damage, but no, there is still some fight left in them. As we regenerated some models and hold that objective over there. Hold the home objective. Picked up 8. Cards drawing his overwhelming force, which is destroying enemy units and objectives. We can certainly go for that. The other card is engage in all fronts. Raveners bursting out from their hidey places. These are moved around here to contest this objective if the Dreadnought goes and to gain this table quarter. The others have scuttled across the other side to get into that table quarter. And we occupy here and here, so we can fulfill that one. Holding, restricting in, moving this little model across the Strangleweb to fire into the Dreadnought. Morlocks move round, not sure which way it's going to go, depends on how the shooting phase goes. Remaining in close combat. And holding with the Lictor as well, just wary of Overwatch. Shooting phase next. We'll capture this one because it could decide the game. We reckon I can fire the Swarmlord into the face of the Dreadnought. It's not a blast weapon. And I'm a monster. Just a psychic torrent. D6 plus 3. Just the 2. So it's going to be 5 auto hits. You toughness 10. Keep asking this question. Yeah, 6s are good. We do get 2. Interesting. AP minus 1. You minus 1 damage, so just don't fail both. Fail 1. Okay, so dropping down to a single wound left. Okay, and then we'll go Stinger Salvos into that Dreadnought from him and Rupture Cannon into him. We'll pursue this dream here. So 2 shots into the Dreadnought. We're out of combat now, so we need 2s.
3s.
3s.
Shooting into combat.
Oh, no, here.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
2s. Both hit. 3s to wound. I've done my bit. Both go through. As we're looking at -4, 6s to block. Blocked 1. 1 goes through. Command reroll in desperation.
Nope.
D6 plus 1, then -1. It's going to go. Gone. Dead. Doesn't blow up. Target destroyed. Dreadnought falls. All of a sudden, there's a lot more red here. We'll go for stinger salvos into that Dreadnought. 3s, 4s, fire into close combat. 6s. There's 1. Just don't roll up. Passed. Okay. That's firepower from there. Finished. He doesn't shoot. I was going to shoot there with him, but there's no target for him now. Gaunts will put all of their firepower into those intercessors. Alright, so Gaunts fired, and just about Mike failed a number of saves, and they have been destroyed. And that's firepower finished. We're going to charges next for the Tyranids on turn 4. Alright, so charges taking place. With the coast clear on the right hand side, we've moved the Morlock in. So we'll go on to that. I really like Morlocks. I've always loved the sculpt. We'll do our first attack, a distensible jaw, needing a 3. 6 is a hit. Strength 5, is that it? Oh, anti-infantry 4+. We get it. Devastating wounds. Yeah, 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually eaten someone. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Oh, that was tasty. Got myself a Gravis. Would let out a big burp after that one. We're doing 16 little shreddy attacks now. Need 3s. Cool, look at that. He's all happy after his starters. And then we're going to try and wound you on strength 8. 3s to wound. He's not bad. He's caused 9 wounds at AP -2, actually. You can do 3 saves of 5+ to start off with for the last remaining heavy intercessor. Mike's block 2, so you can do 2 more saves. And he's gone. He's been shredded, diced up. And then 4 saves of 4+ for the invuln, which 3 go through on the Gravis Captain. It's good eating there by the Morlock. So I've pushed in as far as I can. I can't reach that captain, and I can't get in range of the objective. Frustratingly, it's trying to push its way through. Mike's drops down to 3 wounds left. So next up for the combat is the Redemptive Dreadnought. This is it. This is the crucial moment. 5 attacks with him. -1 to the hit roll. 5 attacks needing 4s against the Swarm Lord. 2 hits. 3s to wound.
CP reroll.
Come on, reroll. Wow. 3 hits then. That's desperate.
It is, yeah.
3s to wound.
But then I rolled.
2 go through. Right, so down to... Well, I need to pass at least 1, otherwise we will be brought down here. We do pass 1, and then I'm going to CP reroll this one. Try and keep the damage off me. No, we take it. Okay, dropping down to 3 wounds left. Okay. Fight to the death. God. We'll strike back with 8 attacks. 2s. All of them. With a lethal. 4s to wound. Twin linked. Surely this is it. 5 saves -2. 5 saves of 4+. Got him. Does he blow up? No, no, don't do it. Oh, close. Okay. Whew. Target destroyed. All right, end of turn. Tyranids have swung this game around. We've got 8 points for primaries. Controlled this and controlled that objective across there. Then on secondaries for us, engaging fronts maxed out thanks to the Ravener squads. So all 4 table quarters, 4 points for that, and then overwhelming force, destroying enemy units on objectives. 1, 2, 3. So maxed out that one for 5 points. That's pushed the Tyranids, that surged them through to 47 points here at the end of their turn 4. Mike gets his points for sabotage, which will take him to 25. But Tyranids have got themselves It's a long stretch ahead here for the Space Marines. And we're just projecting forwards here for this battle. We don't really need to get an absolute final score for this one because it's not a league game. But the problem for the Space Marines is they control the home objective, but they've now lost control of all 3 no man's land objectives. So 3 points will come through for the control for primary objectives, but it's just not going to be high enough here to stand a chance to catch up with the Tyranids. And Tyranids look quite happy on the home objective, quite comfortable. This objective, they're comfortable on this one, and the centre is well under their control as well. Yes, Captain Parmenian's across there. Perhaps the best he can do in this game is to try and grab that objective over there, but we reckon perhaps it's going to be too little, too late. Yeah, Mike's happy to call it here. It's too much of not enough time, and Tyranids have managed to wrestle this game back under their control. Good encounter, though.
Yes.
Good matchup. Really like this one. Fighting in the jungle. You've got the green, the red of the Tyranids, and then the professionalism of that Imperial Fist yellow. These two sides, I'm sure, will clash again. They've been clashing down through the years. The red Tyranids have been on the channel for a long time. We had the old first spawn Imperial Fists. They since moved on, and then have been replaced now by the Primaris army. I think it's the first time that combination has happened on the channel. But what's an encounter here? 2 contrasting styles of play for sure. Very contrasting factions. But this time around, after a long boxing match and a battering taken, the Tyranids have gained control and have picked themselves up a victory against the Space Marines. To be fair to say, there's no major unit, there's no units that really stuck out for units of the game. Both sides had units that did okay. I've got to give it to the Swarm Lord. His chewing ability here, just working his way through units. Without him, Tyranids would have been in big trouble. We'd have had Dreadnoughts starting to push through onto other units. So he arrived and blocked and got involved at just the right time during the game. Then for the Space Marines, Mike and the Heavy Intercessors, good, dependable, solid squad, made their bid towards the centre of the board. So they did okay. Dreadnoughts, solid enough choice as well in this battle. Big shout out to silver level Patreons here, Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. As you've seen in the game, we have gone back to using all the gold level Patreons to support us on the gold level Patreon. On the Patreon page, you can follow the link in the video description. For bonus content, join us on channel membership. You can check out all the battles, the extra games that we have, including some of the crucial league battles, the latest one being Adeptus Mechanicus with their new list, up against the Leviathan Tyranids in that game. That's the latest game that we have over on channel membership. Great game. Keep a lookout for more battles on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.